All right, congratulations to both of you on the Christmas baby. Um,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adorable. I loved it so much. Now, admittedly, Hallmark films are sort of holiday DNA here in my house. We basically have Hallmark on from November through December,
Yeah.
and I want to take a moment to acknowledge how instrumental you, Allie, have been in bringing queer stories and characters to the channel.
Thank you. I feel like it's what has been one of my unexpected missions in life, and I feel like it's going well. You know, Jonathan Bennett is also leading the charge, and Kat and myself, and I think helping tell queer stories on this very wide and popular network has been really great for representation, mainstream, media. So I am very proud of the work that I've done along with many others to tell more of our stories.
Well, and I'm proud of you. I remember talking with you about it years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
see this come to fruition is just amazing. So I want you to get your flowers for this.
Thank you. I mean, I feel like I remember talking to you and I was like, well, they're not saying this character is queer, but every character I played on Hallmark, it was like, she's a lesbian and watch out. And if you can pick up what I'm doing. But now Kat and I got to play a
Yes,
married couple.
yes.
Work,
And
work.
Yes.
now, I because I'm such a Hallmark nerd, I'm pretty sure I'm accurate in this, but this is Hallmark's first holiday movie with an established queer woman couple.
Correct.
So, what does that milestone mean to you, or what did it mean to you when you signed on to this project?
Kat, you want to give her?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think it was a amazing milestone because seeing a couple, the meet cutes and stuff are cute and fun, but seeing somebody who's like stuck it up and has that longevity, I think is tapping into that family core, tried and true. Like that's the what am I trying to say? I think it's like it put this story on another level of taking itself seriously, if
Hmm.
that makes sense, another level of honoring family and uh yeah, it put it on par with the movies that we're talking about, bigger things in life than just meeting and having a cute date at a Christmas tree farm. This is like real life. We're talking about babies, we're talking about family dynamics, we're talking about marriage and dreams for the future. And those are such big, important conversations. And I think that made this relationship have so much more weight behind it. And that's the type of storytelling that I want to see more of these stories with people who are deeper into their committed relationships.
Agree.
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 I'm
Hard
like
agree.
desperately trying to compensate for this strange thing that my camera's doing as it's panning around my room.
It's really good.
You guys
It
see
goes
this?
this
It's
on.
like, can you
It
see me?
goes
Like,
like.
mostly because I have a giant pile of laundry on my bed. I'm like, please don't show the laundry. Don't move your shoulder.
Hallmark stars, they're just like
Yeah,
us.
they're just like us.
So, what responsibility do you feel, if any, knowing how many queer viewers have waited to see themselves in Hallmark films like this?
I mean, as an actor, uh, we never. Oh, there's me. I'm big now. Hi. Um, we can't take that to the floor when we're acting, but of course, conversations with Kat and myself and the producer and the director and there were so many queer people working on this project. Of course, we feel a responsibility to just do our best, but I just really want our queer audience to celebrate alongside of us. I mean, I don't take on the weight. I mean, I feel the responsibility, of course, but I don't take it on as a burden. I take it on as a exciting, wonderful thing that we get to do. And doing this movie with Kat, I think we have such a great natural chemistry on screen that I really hope that our queer fans just love it and see themselves.
Kat, do you have anything you want to share?
She
Um,
loved my answer. How could
I
she
loved
top
your
that?
answer. Yeah, that's hence why I said nothing. It was perfect. Um, yeah, I think over the years, the blessing of being able to play such incredible queer characters over the years and talk to so many fans and so many queer fans who are expressing like, I have never seen myself. It was the first time I got to sit down with my mom and like see a couple like me and my partner on TV. And I think over the years, I feel not less responsibility, but less pressure because I've come to a place where I'm like, I can't please everybody. And I am just so happy to be doing work that I think is putting out so much positivity into the world that um, I think, like Ali said, I'm leaning so much more into the joy of it. It's a Hallmark Christmas movie about a baby. It's like we can't take on the weight of the world. I think it's got to be the energy has to go into like celebration and happiness. And I'm so glad that we're at that place with this story in particular and that we can be feeling that celebration.
You both have a long-standing history with Hallmark. How did that shape your approach to helping this story land with the network's core viewers, which, for the most part, are traditionally not majority queer?
Mhm.
I mean, I think the first time, I think every time a bell rings was the first time I think that, it was sort of a supporting storyline where Lindy Greenwood and I had a relationship. And then the movie I did 2 years ago, Friends and Family Christmas, with Umberly Gonzalez, it's just slowly building. And, the holiday sitter and everything, I definitely want to see like a lesbian uh, Christmas movie every year. We didn't have one last year. That was sad. So I'm hoping, that we get to do, and maybe more than one. It's like it's the representation is still small on this network, but it is growing. And I think, with the success of, everything that Jonathan Bennett is doing and his campy, fabulous, have you seen Finding Mr. Christmas? It's so funny.
Have I seen
And
Finding Mr. Christmas? Of course.
okay. Well, because, I was supposed to do the second season as well, and I just couldn't make it work. But, it's like in the world right now, it's like, I don't know. I just keep coming back to the word celebrate. It's like, having stories like this and being able to be a part of the growth on this network has been really, really meaningful as a queer person, and I was a producer on Friends and Family Christmas, and this project came to me through our EP, Angela Mancuso, who had been, she had produced two movies I did with Peter Porte, A Gift to Remember and A Gift to Cherish. So Angela and I had a long-standing relationship, and she had been trying to make this movie for years. And so, to help, you know, finally have made it, and it is really meaningful. It really, truly, the queer roles I play on Hallmark are or directing queer stories is the most meaningful part for me of being, in the Hallmark family. And if they want to give me a queer movie every year, I'm super into it.
Kat, what about you? Because obviously, a majority of people that tune into Hallmark are not queer.
Mhm.
Um, these films could be a bridge for a lot of folks.
Totally. That bridge is like exactly what excites me so long. I mean, I think it was maybe 4 years ago. I'm trying to get the timeline right, where I worked on Good Witch, and we had the first queer storyline on any Hallmark TV show. And at the time, I had so many amazing conversations with the producers of the show about like what the plan was for the storyline, and we went through everything before I agreed because it was really important to me that there was like certain aspects of the story that we were gonna see on screen. I didn't want it to feel baity or anything like that. And so I think just being a part of like seeing coming from those conversations and now getting to do this amazing movie with like playing somebody's wife and there's a baby and our families are there. That just feels like what a journey in those few short years that I mean I've gotten to witness on this network. But I think one of the biggest things for me is the reach, because I feel like that's where true change is going to happen. I love that we are making a movie that, queer people are going to see themselves and get to have their moment in the spotlight. But what I really want is I really want like that queer kid who's sitting down to watch Hallmark with their family because it's like the family tradition they always do, to for the first time get to have a conversation with their parents. Or, be like, "Oh wow, that can be me one day." That's where I really think the change is coming, and that kind of change happens on a network that is as beloved as Hallmark and has the reach of Hallmark. And I think it's beautiful and wonderful. We need to make queer stories across all different platforms, but these stories on this network are so important for change, for acceptance, for like all of those things. I don't want to say like more important. Nothing's more important, but like this is vital. We're to a vital place to get positive queer representation.
It's so cool that you both understand the magnitude of that. And
Yeah.
you may be aware that based on the most recent GLAAD report, we're going to be losing, I think, around or more than half of the queer characters on television walking in 2026.
Yeah.
Either from cancel, I can't say that word. I'm gonna have to,
Cancellations.
thank you. Cancellations, deaths, all sort, we all know Kat's very aware of the barrier gaze.
Yeah, yeah.
But having you and this season as we walk into a pretty scary unknown 2026 when it comes to queer representation is so important.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and now,
like Holly said, like whoever's watching and listening, like we are here to do more of this work. Like we're so proud of this work. And I just hope that it's so important, the support, the engagement, the feedback for anyone watching is so important. And those are that feedback and that engagement has been the thing that's encouraged a lot more storytelling. So as much as we hate to see like things going and the storylines getting canceled or changed, like we can't give up. We can't stop and we can't get scared.
Kat, you happen to be a member of a show that happened to have an extremely passionate queer fan base. I mean, all fan base, but a very passionate queer fan base.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm talking about Wynonna Earp. Um, how how do you think? What do you think this movie offers that audience in a different way? But
Yeah,
obviously, we want the Earpers to tune into Christmas Baby.
totally. Um, I mean, one of the biggest themes on Wynonna Earp is family and found family, the family you create for yourself, the family you choose. I think I think there are a lot of similarities, as different as the shows, as the genres, I guess, may seem on the surface. There's actually a lot of tonal similarities. I mean, the Earpers, what are we here for? We're here for a lot of like we are down for camp. We are down for like poking fun at tropes and weird traditions. Like we are down to have a good time. And I think the quirk, the families, especially Earpers, will really enjoy. And everyone's good down for a good love story.
I love that you talked about found family because that's actually my next question for both of you. Found family and
Mhm.
supportive family
Yeah,
are really central to this film.
yeah.
And those themes really resonate so strongly with queer storytelling. Can you talk a little bit about Aaron and Kelly's support system and how it's portrayed in this film?
Yeah, I mean, I think Kat and I have we well, I won't speak for you, Kat. I'll let you speak for yourself.
You
But
speak away.
okay, we both just like loved how our family, particularly our mothers, they're just doing mom stuff. They're just being crazy about the baby, but no one, they're just a married couple who had this baby show up. Where do I work? A UPS store? What's it called?
That's a wrap.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Yes, that's right. Clever, always.
Very clever.
That's a wrap. No one is like, wow, can this queer couple take care of a baby? There are, not the parents anyways. Obviously there are, the movie does have depth to it, but nobody, I don't think, is looking at these women and their, sexuality really has anything to do with whether they're going to be great parents or not. And, I loved working with, we just thought they were so funny. The actresses who played our moms, and they just developed their own comedy shtick on their own, which was just so funny. And they're just overbearing, overstepping moms, not anything to do with who we're married to. And I think I don't know, it's just normalizing. And, it's like, it's just any couple, no matter your gender or your sexuality, would kind of have like a spazzy Christmas if some rando baby got dropped off at your work. So I think we're dealing with the conflict of the story, not the conflict with who we are and who we love. And I think that's really fabulous. It's like we're just focusing on what to do with this little baby Nicholas here. And I loved it. I love that aspect of the story.
Yeah.
And you have that neighbor who loves you.
And I have Mr. Seltzer.
Yeah, Mr. Seltzer. He was great.
He was great. And so, very fun to have, I think he's like the only guy in our world. Yeah. I loved it. I didn't even
not really, a lot of men in our movie.
Not a lot of men in our movie.
A handful. But they're also part of your found family, which is one of the elements that I love about the movie, is that you have this like great extended found family that like is there for them all the time. They're there. They got the baby. They're rocking the baby. They're doing this. They're helping with the Christmas pageant. It was really great to see, because that is so true to life.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And we had such a fun time with Kat Reynolds and Andrew. We had such a natural connection with the actors that were playing the found family, that I think that really reads as well. So, kudos to the casting and everything. There were so many, everyone was excited to make the movie. That's the thing. It's like, we shoot a lot of Hallmark movies in British Columbia, and when we get to do something like this, you can feel a little pep in everyone's step. Like, we know this is a special one, so everyone's giving, 150%, which feels exciting. Like we're all making something special together.
Totally. Super well said. Yeah, I had I loved some of our conversation with Barbara too. Barbara Niven, who plays
legend.
Like a Hallmark legend.
Betty.
She was just like, this movie is so important. I'm so glad we get to make this movie. I'm so excited, to have people coming on board and from everywhere, from actors to crew, and just knowing that this type of work is it's fun and it's special and it's holiday, but it's also vital, I think is, like Ali said, really, you can feel that when people know that we're making something that we hope is going to move the needle for someone somewhere.
One last question for you. What would you personally love to see next for queer women in mainstream holiday films?
Oh,
what a great question. I just want to work with Kat from now on.
Forever and ever, amen.
So
I think we should make Christmas Baby 2 through 10, one a year.
Oh, like Cherry Lane. That's not like, I'm thinking.
Or Three Wise Men. It's like, come on, let's go. That's a great answer. I'd like to see some real sweeping romance, like in Ireland or Scotland, and we can like ride horses and stuff at Christmas time.
Ooh,
Kat, what do you
Yeah,
think?
some like travel romance would be really
Yeah.
nice. That feels like it, yeah, like another frontier. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. My goodness, it's a great question. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like on I like the family stuff, the babies, the kids. I like to see more. As much as I love a good meet cute, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm like, I just like to see a real tried and true relationship. I want more married couples. I want more, I want more of that. So Ali and I together are really covering the full gamut of
Wait,
love here.
I have a pitch for you.
Okay, give me the
Okay,
pitch. I want to hear
Kelly and Aaron,
it.
uh, 1 year later, but uh, they do a family holiday, but in Ireland or Scotland with the kid.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how do we vacation with the kid? And maybe they renew their vows in
Yes.
at Christmas.
Yes.
And then there's like another wedding.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm adding
Like
on to
like
it. I'm adding on to it.
okay.
And then they get to this place and it's way more decrepit than they were ever expecting.
Oh.
The pictures do not match.
And then
And
we gotta reno it.
we got to reno it. We got to reno it.
We should pitch
Yeah.
this.
I know. It's
You heard it
good.
here first.
Yes.
We gotta talk to our producer.
Angela.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Dana, would you watch that?
Absolutely. You know that I used to like create pretend scripts for for Hallmark lesbian holiday films. I created one that fans love, that people loved so much. We actually did a staged reading of it at a Klexicon in London.
No, really?
Yes,
Send it to us.
Send it to us.
starring Natasha Naomi and Elise Bauman.
Oh my God, amazing.
So much fun.
Legends.
Yes, no, absolutely. I would watch that in a heartbeat. And all of you that are listening to this need to watch The Christmas Baby, which premieres on December 21st on the Hallmark Channel. Thank you all so much for being here. I know that you're busy and this is a crazy time of year, but I'm so proud of you both for the work that you've done and continue to do.
It was great to talk to you as always, Dana. Thank you so much.